Welcome back. We've got Marshall Pope with us this morning. He's an author, he's a motivational speaker, and a poet, and he's back today. You may recall a couple years ago, he went viral right here on this show. But he's back today, and he started his own mission, and now you've written 6 books.
Right.
You did have 4 when you first came
Right,
on.
I did have 4.
So you've added 2 more.
Blind Faith and Teardrops of Inspiration.
So tell us about yourself and what you've been doing.
I've been going to different churches, and I've been going to nursing homes. I've also been going to women battered shelters, just trying to lend my support, recite poetry, and try to help out in any way I can. Wherever God leads me, that's where I go.
And what would you like people to know about Marshall Pope?
Well, let me introduce myself. First name Marshall, last name Pope. I'm the prodigal son, blessed with the gift to deliver the words that my father spoke. Blinded by hate, overshadowing the love shining in my heart. The Father of the universe placed me in the hood to be the flashlight for lost souls and have-nots in the dark. I was born a block away from heaven, next to the devil's playground. I committed the kind of sins you can't spell using regular verbs or pronouns. I'm the writer with holy ink, blessed that never fades or stops, even if my pen is broke. You know the rapper turned inspirational poet, first name Marshall and last name Pope. I should have been a track star for how much I ran in the streets. I didn't just break bread with the devil. You see, we shared potatoes and meat. Till God placed me on a diet, forcing me to lose the excessive weight. Now I sit at the table with Jesus, and he helped me from all the blessings upon my plate. I am before my time. They say I am he who was born from under a rock. They say I write like the ghost of Langston Hughes, blessed with the poetic spirit of Tupac. God showed mercy to this sinner and made me a pillar of proof. First name Marshall, last name Pope, nickname the truth. God is the author, and I am the writer. I am the heir to a righteous claim. I am the son of God, and my father told me, when someone asks who you are, you tell them there's power in your name.
Well, very well done.
Thank you.
Very well done. So what led you to start writing poetry in the first place?
Being depressed, bullied, and I guess just not fitting in. And so I used to write my emotions down on paper. And that eventually led to rap, and that eventually led me to Atlanta, where I signed with a small independent label. But this label tried to convince me that in order to be the best rapper, I had to be the more street. And so I started living my lyrics, and I spiraled out of control. And ended up in the middle of my living room floor with a gun in my head, because I didn't feel like God felt me, I didn't feel like he heard me, and I didn't feel like I mattered at that time. And as I went to squeeze the trigger, the gun was on safety. I never had my gun on safety, but it was on safety. And so I took that as a sign that he did hear me, and he did feel my pain. And he lifted me up, dusted me off, and made me an inspiration to the world.
That's
Here
awesome.
I am, 6 books later.
6 books later, and tell us about your 2 new books.
Blind Faith. Blind Faith is like medication for the soul. I got different poems in here about homeless, hopelessness, being bullied, and about a lot of different emotions. And Teardrops of Inspiration, it's a cry for compassion. That book actually cries for you.
And really, people are teaching now that compassion is what we need to have for one another.
Absolutely.
Just treating people well. Now, each time you have a rap for us,
Yeah.
you just did a poem of yours. Do you have another rap today?
I do. I do.
Okay.
I learned a valuable lesson through all the chaos and blessings, but now I walk with God, so don't continue to test me. The past aggression is gone, but the passion of a thug remains, that you can never take away what God told me to claim. So respect the crown from the King of all kings. Call me that broken rose or the angel with no wings, and I continue to bloom, keep growing in time. You might have owned the moment, but this year is mine, so watch me shine and keep doing my thing. When my mission is done, take me to the King. Before we end this show and say our goodbyes, one thing I got to ask, yo, Ebony. Years ago, are we live?
Yes, we are live, and that's awesome. And you really did take that moment, and you made something good come out of it.
Right. Through that, I've been known all around the world. I've been getting a lot of emails from different people saying how much they support me and how much, doing that actually showed people that, hey, everybody makes mistakes. I'm human, and we can get up and move past that. And so that's showing kids also that they can go after their dreams, no matter how many times they fall down, just get back up.
Even if it goes viral around the world.
Right.
That's awesome. It's good to see you. Always good to see you. How can people get in touch with you?
They can get in touch with me through my email, marshallpope@bellsouth.net. Either they can look on Facebook and look me up, author, poet, Marshall Pope. And Amazon.com, they can go and get any one of my books.
MarshallPope.net for more information. Good to see you as always.
As always.
All right.